Well, I'm hoping I ran out of gas. Okay, we're back at it 6 days later. We're going to do the northern section of the Suwannee River. We're going to go from Fanning Springs to Troy Springs. So this will cover the entire Suwannee River that's easily ridden on a jet ski. And today you can see the water is much more warmer than the air. It's 42 degrees out here right now. I'm going to run over here to Fanning Springs first off to the north and see if there's any manatees over there. Alright, well, we won't bother him. We're going to head north now. Hey, this is Copper Spring. This is Little Copper Spring. Otter Spring. HART Springs. See how deep it is. About 2.5 feet deep. Places to beach your jet ski right there outside of the boundary. Then pay your entry fee and go in. And this is McNabb Springs. This is Rock Springs. You can see where the water changes to clear water right there. Flowing right out of there. This is Bob's place on the river. It's been closed down now. He passed away in, I believe, 2020. Sort of sad. Jeez. If I could just stay away from the vultures, I'd be happy. But the owner built this on the river, bought the land. It's going to fall into disrepair rather quickly, if not already. And here's a famous rope swing there. You go from the middle of that tree, swing out over the river. It's about 10 feet deep right here. This is Rock Bluff Springs. Okay, taking a quick break at Turtle Springs off the Suwannee River. It's pretty deep in there. I don't want to go diving in there because I'm by myself today. But a great place to probably come in the summer and enjoy the crystal clear water. Okay, this is where the Sante Fe River joins the Suwannee River. I'll probably come back and do the Sante Fe sometime, but that's not my goal today, so I'm not going to head up that river. You can see it's about 28 feet deep here, right where the Suwannee and the Sante Fe come together. So Sante Fe to the right, Suwannee to the left. And this is the town of Branford. Not much to it from the river, but there's a park and there's a very steep boat ramp. Okay, this is Springs on the Suwannee River, and it's a state park. Now the one thing that's different from this part of the Suwannee from the southern is that there's a current up here because the river is much narrower. It's about 6 feet deep here, and although you can make it up to Royal Springs in high water, I would say this would be the safe turnaround point for a jet ski on any given day. So to get here from Fanning Springs, we've used 9.3 gallons of gas. And it says we've come 54 miles. I don't think it's quite that far. Said this is 100 foot deep, and that's a cave down there. Little River Spring, a Suwannee County park. Got a nice sandbar here, at least when the water level's at this stage. When I left the northern turnaround point at Little River Springs, I had very little showing on the gas gauge, and it essentially went to zero shortly after taking off. But that gauge is usually inaccurate, and I was watching my burn rate that said I still had 8 gallons of gas left in the tank. And that's what I was trying to use to see how far I could go on one full tank of gas before I ran out. I was going about 40 miles an hour down the center of the river when all of a sudden the ski dies. The Yamaha Wave Runner, when it runs out of the gas, it doesn't sputter, it doesn't choke anything, it just stops. And there I was in the middle of the river, floating now. I made sure there were no boats coming either way, and I attempted to start it one more time to see if I could get over to the nearest shore, but it only went for a few seconds and died. I keep a paddle for these types of situations, but unfortunately the front storage is so deep I could not reach it, so I grabbed my snorkeling fin and used that as a paddle, and it worked okay. I worked my way towards the shore, slowly but surely, and of course, all day long there had been sandy beaches along the river, but where I was at, there were only rocks and trees and mud. I was able to stay away from the rocks and went in between a couple trees as I got within about 10 feet of the shore. I was thinking it was sandy like I had been off earlier in the day on, but no, when I stepped off the ski, I went almost to my knee in mud in the water and about fell in the water. Well, I'm hoping I ran out of gas. And this thing's going to start right back up after I put some more gas in it. We now know what the gas range of this is. Now, I hope we have enough gas to get back. Hey, I appreciate you coming along today. We went from Fanning Springs to Troy Springs. We ran out of gas at the 94.1 mile point in the trip. I think we're over 100 miles for the trip. And everything went well. Saw lots of springs. Saw a beautiful river. It was a little bit chilly this morning, but it's nice and warm right now. So I thank you for coming along, and again, if you would like and subscribe to the channel, we'd certainly appreciate it. It certainly helps the channel. Everybody have a great day. Another great day out in Florida on the Suwannee River.